Hello everyone, it's your boy, Dry Banana / Moist Lemons, and today I will finally be talking about a topic that I have put off for so long. In fact, I had already recorded this video around 2 times, but I just didn't quite get it right. But now, I firmly believe I've got it. Today, I will be talking about Naruto, a fascist. One of the things we need to ask in order to understand Naruto's place in the political spectrum is why is he so hated in the Hidden Leaf Village? I believe we can answer this question due to Naruto's own features. Yes, he has whiskers, and yes, he predominantly wears orange clothing, but I want you to take a look at his face. He has blue eyes and blonde hair. Now, I'm pretty sure you already know what I'm about to go with this, but just like SpongeBob SquarePants, who is yellow with blue eyes, and Teddy for Persona 4, who has blue eyes and blonde hair, and many other blonde-haired representatives in anime, Naruto is a pure-blooded Aryan, and I believe this prestige is what makes him so hated amongst everyone in the Hidden Leaf Village. In case you don't remember, Hitler believed that the only people worth living were people of the Aryan race, even though he himself was not Aryan. What the Aryan race is to Adolf Hitler is the same thing as what the Yakubian race is towards Yakub. It's just that simple. Naruto, being of Aryan descent, relating to Hitler must make him very hated amongst his peers. Now let's take a look at another thing that is important of note. Naruto's dream is to become Hokage, which, in case you've been living under a rock and don't know what a Hokage is, it's basically the same thing as being a prime minister. Now, Naruto's dream, being as grandiose as it is clear evidence that Naruto has been reading Mein Kampf, a book that clearly outlines Hitler's ideologies, that being fascism. With these dots connected, it is quite clear that Naruto wants to become Hokage through the power of military force and segregation. It's just that simple. Naruto tells this dream of his towards his new team members, that being emo character number 1, his teacher, emo character number 2, and the girl character of the group. It is also interesting to note that emo character number 1's dream is to kill the person who annihilated his entire clan, that being Itachi Uchiha. I have reason to believe that the Uchiha clan are the equivalent to the Jewish people of the real world. The similarities are truly uncanny. Both groups have gone through mass genocides that almost took out their entire people. Both groups were segregated into separate parts of the town. In the Ninja world, this was most likely done by Tobirama Senju, an extremely prominent racist in the Naruto franchise. And both groups definitely for sure hated their country's leader. We see more of Naruto's resolve as he almost gets his ass beat by the first ninja transsexual, Haku. Seeing as Naruto had obviously read Mein Kampf, there is a 100% chance that Naruto hates transsexuals, and thus he begins to use for the first time the Nine Tails chakra within him. Now, the Nine Tails is a being of pure hatred that wishes to spread destruction through the use of its power. Now, this creature would be an integral part of someone who is fascist. Through the use of the Nine Tails, he would be able to enact a rule of military power easily. There is no doubt in my mind that Hitler would, in fact, capture this tailed beast. However, the reason as to why I got into Naruto is because of Naruto's father, the Yellow Flash, sealed the Nine Tails inside of him as a way to maintain military power in comparison to the other nations. Naruto's resolve towards fascism now culminates into the Chunin exams, where he seeks to prove his worth and make his first step into becoming the next Hokage, or the first Führer of the Hidden Leaf Village. The first round of the Chunin exams is the written exam, which, if it weren't for his eccentric Hitler speech, Naruto would have 100% failed that exam. Does that sound familiar to you? Anyways, the Chunin exams eventually escalates into this tournament-style round where Naruto faces off against Gaara, who for all intensive purposes is a fatherless, ugly, schizo, sleep-deprived bitch who has a tailed beast inside of him, who eventually turns into this calm nigga with this goofy-ass haircut in the future, all because of the charisma and eccentricism that Naruto showed him at the end of their clash. Truly, Naruto is learning the mannerisms and the many techniques that Hitler used in his heyday to control the masses. With this, the Hidden Leaf Village has officially gained its first ally in the case of an eventual Fourth World War. Oh, yeah, that's right. This verse has had 3 world wars already. Unfortunately, during the events of Naruto and Gaara skirmish, the third Hokage has been unable to serve another 4-year term due to his death, and they have to find a new one. Naruto and his teacher Jiraiya find Tsunade. Naruto learns how to cuddle balls, and the Leaf Village has a brand new Hokage. Hooray! However, celebrations are cut short when the most dripped out terrorist group in existence, the Akatsuki, shows up at the Hidden Leaf's doorstep to beat everyone's asses and capture Naruto to groom him. Itachi even goes so far as to replay the Uchiha Holocaust for Sasuke over and over again until he gets mind broken, and then they fuck off. After Sasuke finally recovers from his PTSD, Sasuke realizes how much of a bitch he actually is, and then goes to see a effeminate snake man. Naruto, of course, doesn't want this, partly because of the seeds of gayness that were planted inside of him when he and Sasuke kissed each other on accident and caused many Fujos to foam at the mouth. He probably also doesn't want this because Naruto believes that Sasuke, despite the fact that he's a dirty, stinking Uchiha clan person, has power that is worthy of being Naruto's second in command.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up.
Unfortunately for Naruto, he gets his ass beat, and then once he wakes up, vows to become stronger and goes to train off with Jiraiya. However, Jiraiya is on fraud watch because all Jiraiya teaches Naruto is how to wallow in his self-pity about his own uselessness. When it came to rescuing Gaara from the jihadi Akatsuki member being Deidara and the fatherless child being Sasori, Sakura and Kakashi did most of the heavy lifting, and Naruto barely did anything. Naruto finally meets Sasuke again, and surprise, surprise, he gets bitched on. When it came to fighting Hidan and Kakazu, Naruto literally learned how to throw nuclear bombs and still felt like a complete bitch next to Sasuke. Naruto has taken psychological L's after L's after L's, and the depression eventually piles on to its absolute peak when he realizes that his master, Jiraiya, has been packed up by 6 dead niggas. These niggas, called the 6 Paths of Pain, have the philosophy that as long as everyone gets packed up, the world will know true peace and everyone will understand each other. Kind of a bitch way to go about things, if you ask me. Like, let's say I beat the shit out of my ops, but then I let my ops beat the shit out of me. Does that mean we'll be friends? That's definitely not how that shit's gonna work. I'm leaving that place with a bullet in my head. And it seems Naruto came under the same conclusion too, because from then on, he decides to train to literally become a frog to beat 6 dead niggas' asses After Pain does 9/11 on an entire town, Naruto shows up, pieces up half of the dead niggas, but then gets his ass bodied by the last Pain, and then he gets his ass penetrated like an Epstein Island resident. Then Hinata comes out of nowhere, tries to piece off Pain, but then ultimately gets fondled. Now allow me to tell you as to why Naruto was mad. You see, the Hyuga clan is deemed one of the most prestigious clans of the entire Leaf Village. You could almost say that they're pretty much the equivalent of being of the Aryan race. And I believe that Naruto sees Hinata as his ideal concubine for his rule as the first Führer of the Hidden Leaf Village. His rage of potentially losing one of the greatest power pieces of his rule obviously turns him over the edge, and he gives himself fully to the power of hatred. The Nine Tails power that comes out shifts reality so much that it turns Naruto and Pain into cartoon characters, making Naruto and Pain fight one of the most serious yet goofy fights in all of anime history. Naruto beats up Pain, and then he finally decides to train to use the full power of segregation by, unfortunately and reluctantly, learning from a black man. Hitler does not like niggas, therefore Naruto as well probably does not like niggas. All the while this was happening, Obito, the true leader of the Akatsuki, does the equivalent of killing Franz Ferdinand and shoots up the Ninja World UN with Sasuke in order to enact the Fourth World War. Except this time, it's pretty much the equivalent of every single nation in the earth going up against Al-Qaeda. However, this time, Al-Qaeda has the military might of pretty much double of what the entire world has. And to top it all off, he has 13 Mike Tysons of military training, 14 Muhammad Ali's, 7 prime Jackie Chan's, 4 Bruce Lee's, and 2 Yujiro Hama's, all at his disposal. We're not winning this one, and the ninja world would probably be the same. Naruto and his black friend Nigga B decide to go onto the battlefield, with Naruto using the full power of segregation from the Nine Tails in order to segregate the ninja world from defeat. The final bosses of this war are Obito and Madara Uchiha, two dirty, stinking Uchiha clans people. These two wish for a world where everyone basically goes to sleep and lives out their dreams. These niggas out here thinking we playing Dream Drop Distance. And of course, Naruto, fascist that he is, does not like that. Obito is cucked from banging Ring within his dreams by Naruto reciting the Hitler speech to him, and then Naruto and Sasuke beat the shit out of Madara Uchiha so hard that he turns into a woman and dies. The final fight of Naruto is Naruto versus Sasuke. You see, Sasuke, up until this point, has gained enough power to beat the shit out of his clan's killer, Itachi Uchiha. However, it turns out Itachi was a good nigga this whole time and wanted to keep Sasuke safe, and that the village themselves wanted the Uchiha clan gone. With all of the other shit that he's been through, if you've watched the Naruto series, Sasuke at this point is on the brink of pure anarchy, and it's up to Naruto to beat some sense into him and teach him of Hitler's ways.
Tiger.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table. especially Hitler.
I get it.
Naruto succeeds at the midst of cutting off their arms. Naruto marries his Hyuga concubine, Hinata. Sasuke marries. Naruto and Sasuke definitely have secret meetups to have gay sex. And Naruto successfully becomes the first Führer of the Hidden Leaf Village, bringing in a new age of total military power and inspiring this concept into the other villages. The end. So the question is Naruto a fascist? He was a fascist from the very start.